Hi guys, welcome to today's pick a card reading, which is what do they feel about you. So it is an intuitive read, so if some of the meanings of the cards seem a bit weird, that's why. I hope you're all really good. If you'd like a private reading with me, it's £20, 20 minutes, and you get your reading in 24 hours. Please check the description below. So without further ado, if you've not chosen your group already, please pause the reading, and here we go with today's reading. I'm just using tarot today, so hi number ones, here we go with today's tarot read, which is what do they feel about you? Okay, the reality is that they feel like they've missed out on something with you. They could have been hurt by you, or they've hurt themselves in the situation with you. Something about the situation, they feel let down, they feel like something didn't work out, they're crying over the loss of something, they feel they've missed an opportunity, or they're not okay about what's happened. And this is kind of like where we find them, or this may even be for some of them a little bit about kind of the past. And that they may be kind of moving on from that situation, because I definitely feel like they have recently been quite sad about this, but I feel like it's something that they're moving out of. It depends. Different people are going to be in different kind of stages in regards to this situation. So some of you who are watching, your person will be here, some of them will be here, some of them will be here. So it's kind of almost like a progression here, all right? So you had a situation, and it may even be that they ended it or they didn't follow through, but it wasn't because they didn't care, because there's a lot of emotion here with the Five of Cups. But they needed to change. So this is a 5. So they needed to change. They needed to change the way they dealt with things. It was them that needed the transformation. But the good thing is, I think the suffering and the pain drove them inside of themselves. So I think most of you will find your person here, possibly in non-contact, or you're not speaking to them, or... So I'm laughing at myself. Non-contact, or you're not speaking to them. I'm not sure how they're different, but okay. Either you're in non-contact, or you know your contact is sporadic, or you feel they've taken a step back from you somehow, but actually they've gone within. They're connecting with their light, they're connecting with their true selves, and this is a good thing, because this is going to really help them to move forwards ultimately. Because let's be honest, before, the way they were, yeah, they maybe had this emotion for you, but they weren't really able to offer you anything. So they kind of went into a bit of a crisis. They've maybe detached a bit, but this is where they're going. This going it within and becoming the Hermit is enabling them to become the King of Pentacles. This is someone who's really got something to offer. This is somebody who can come towards you, can offer something to you. This is someone who wants to commit, who's abundant, who is honest, loyal, stable, someone who's looking for a long-term partner. So what do they feel about you? You know, the reality is that they've always loved you or felt that emotion for you, but the truth of the matter was they just weren't managing it very well. They weren't dealing with the situation very well. They didn't know what to do, and that they had to go within, or they are having to go within, in order to kind of know how to process this information, how to deal with it, and how to kind of mature and find their own inner wisdom, if that makes sense, in order that they've got something to offer. So this is kind of a bit more than what do they feel about you. It's kind of telling you what's going on with them as well. But obviously you needed that, or else the guides wouldn't be offering it. So I hope that was helpful to you guys, number ones, and I will see you either on tomorrow's reading or on a private reading in the meantime. See you later, guys. Thanks for being here. Please like and subscribe. I haven't said that for ages. Hi number 2s, please like and subscribe. I just realised I don't ever say that anymore. I hope you're really good, guys. So I've got 3 tarot cards here for what do they feel about you. Okay, this is an interesting energy because, you know, this energy here, I feel your person is either young, youthful, or a bit immature, or all of the above. You know, this Page of Cups is kind of coming across as kind of a spoiled, needy person. Now, it might be that that's you. You know, I think for the most of you, you're saying, no, that's not me, it's them. But for some of you, you know this is you. But this is a spoiled, needy person, someone who is, you know, difficult emotionally, immature, hard work basically, and possibly quite, you know, like manipulative as well, you know, just generally hard to love or hard to kind of connect with, and maybe a little you know, stroppy, I mean, not really narcissistic, because it's almost too immature and naive to be narcissistic. It's not really that clever. It's more just like a spoiled energy. So this is either your person or you. But what they really feel about you, whether this is you or them, they do actually really want the love with you. They really do love you. They really do feel like you could be the one, which, and it's interesting because rather than it being the lovers, it is the Two of Cups. So it is quite a youthful, new love. It's kind of a lot more immature than the lovers in a way, which goes perfectly with this Page of Cups energy. So whoever, whether this is your person or you, is, despite this, they kind of want that love, they want that commitment, or they're looking towards that. So they really do feel it for you, even though they probably, for most of you who this is your person, even though they act really spoiled and they can be quite awkward or quite difficult, or difficult to manage emotionally, they do actually really love you. They just have some maturing to do. And those of you who feel you identify with this energy, have a little look about why you are being, you know, behaving like this, and do you have any fears or do you have any concerns? Because actually this person does genuinely love you, and you don't actually need to be so fearful, because obviously all dysfunctional behavior is born out of fear. So if you or your person is acting like this Page of Cups reversed, it's coming from fear. And of course we can just say, well, we're not going to deal with that person, we're going to forget that person, and that's within your rights. If this is your person, you might think, yeah, they are spoiled, they are annoying, they are difficult, I don't want to deal with that, and that's within your rights. It's up to you. But this person does love you, and if this is you and you're feeling this energy, maybe you need to speak to your partner and just say, you know, this is what's frightening me, or this is what's worrying me. But perhaps knowing that they really do love you is enough to kind of calm your fears. Because, you know, this situation and them, they really do want to move forwards. 8 of Wands. Rapid movement forwards. They want to go places with you. They want to move this forwards. So it is actually really positive. It's just whoever has this energy, it needs to just be sorted out, really. Because, of course, no one can really tolerate this Page of Cups in reverse energy in the long term. It is really hard work. So this does need to be ironed out. But there's a lot of genuine love here. And there is a real desire to move forwards. So it's really good. Thank you so much, number 2. See you tomorrow or on a private reading in the meantime. Hi, number 3. So we've got 3 tarot readings. 3 tarot readings? What? 3 tarot cards today. 3 tarot cards today for what do they feel about you? Why can't I speak? This is crazy. That one goes there. They're telling me. Alright, yeah, that makes sense. So what do they really feel about you? Okay, have you hurt them? This person is being cold, cut off. This is intuitive. Please, those of you who love the King of Swords, don't be mad with me for saying he's cold and cut off. Not all King of Swords are, but it feels this way with these other energy. Cold, aloof, business-like. The shutters are down, or the barrier's up, or the wall is around the heart, whatever way you want to put it. You know, this person, you've either hurt them or they are have been damaged in the past, you know, by situations. I mean, we all have, but it's our choice as to how we deal with it. And something has triggered this person. Either this was what they were like when you met them, or they have become this way because of something that's happened. Either way, they feel on guard, cold, detached. You can't seem to penetrate their icy exterior. They are cool and just, you know, you can't get to them on a deep emotional level. And they are, I don't feel like they are capable or willing at this time to go beneath the surface. So how do they really feel about you? Well, they may actually have a deeper feeling for you, but nothing is showing here. Nothing is showing here, because we've got the King of Swords, the Three of Swords, which is more sword energy, heartbreak, pain, but it's very, it still feels intuitively like it's all swords. It's not in the body, it's in the head. It's all external. He or she has got a complete wall around them. I feel like the Three of Swords isn't even, because the Three of Swords is actually quite an emotional card, but they're saying not really. There's no emotion here. There's no emotion with this person. The Three of Swords is really saying that there's been some sort of trauma that has caused the wall. You know, the wall around this person, the barrier around this person's heart has been caused by some sort of past pain. But I don't really feel like this pain is about you now, because that would suggest some level of emotion, and there really doesn't feel any emotion at all. It's all like procedural, all operational. The Hierophant here feels like sticking to the tried and tested, keeping going, you know, just almost like go to work, do the job, come home, eat the food, do the gym, do the this, do the that. You know, this is kind of like operational, you know, no emotion, very stick to the tried and tested, follow the rules, follow the pattern, keep going. There's just, I just don't feel any emotion here at all. And it doesn't mean they don't have any, but they're just not willing to let their barrier down at this time. So don't feel like it's a certain, oh, they have no emotion for you. It's just that they're not showing it at this time. I mean, a few of you, this pain has been caused by you, but the majority of you, that is just not the case. In fact, I would say nearly all of you. It's that this person, you probably met them and they were like this, and perhaps you even thought that you could defrost them. But to no avail so far, I feel, for the majority of you. So yeah, at the minute, what they feel, they're not going to let anybody know that. Do you know what? They're not even letting themselves know that. They're not even connecting with it themselves. So if they don't know, we're not going to be able to know either. So sorry it's not better news, number threes, but so much love to you. I hope that was some assistance. See you on tomorrow's reading or on a private reading in the meantime. Hi, number four. So we're looking at, what do they feel about you? Oh, this is nice, really, because, you know, they feel that you are the Queen of Cups. So you're very loving, you're quite wise, emotional person, you've got depth, you've got wisdom. I feel that they feel you offer them love. They feel this love from you. They see you as someone that they can rely on as well, I feel like. You know, yes, they may be, some of you are saying, well, they kind of see me as overly emotional. Well, maybe that's true for a few of you. It might be that you are a bit overly emotional, but they feel loved by you. Yeah, so they feel loved by you, and I do feel they love you because they see you as the Queen of Cups. This is a very positive thing. They see you as this. They see you as someone lovable, loving, and we have got the Lovers as well. I am going to talk about this nasty Ten of Swords in a minute. Sorry, but it's not nasty. I'm only joking. The Lovers card here is what it says on the tin. This is, you know, divine love. People who identify with all those labels for soulmate, high-level soulmate, twin flames, you know this card well. This does indicate true divine love. It can also indicate choice. and are making choices. But the point is here that there is a very, very strong indicator when we're saying, how does this person feel about us? And we've got Queen of Cups and the Lovers. It does indicate that this person loves us, that this person feels love towards us, and also that they see us very favourably. They see you as someone who could be a long-term partner for them, someone that they would maybe want to commit to, someone who is not just a kind of fly-by-night. That said, you know, the reason why you've possibly clicked on this reading, this person feels, you see, this is how they feel about you, but I actually don't feel that this is to do with you, but it is linked to you. Right, this Ten of Swords is like a really painful wound. It's rock bottom, depression, anxiety, stress, the end of the world, you know, someone hitting rock bottom in whatever way. I feel like this person has hit rock bottom, perhaps recently. There's been some problem around this person. It might have been to do with you, it might not. The point is that there's going to be so many different situations here, because I'm seeing all sorts of things going, you know, like, I feel like for some of you, maybe you have done something that's wounded them. Maybe you have hurt them. Maybe you have betrayed them in some way. For a lot of you, it's not that you've betrayed them, but a past lover has betrayed them or hurt them. And because they are now getting to that point where they love you, this old pain is coming up. So loving you has triggered the pain of the past. For the majority of you, that is the case. So if your person is being a bit weird, or you feel like they're not completely happy in the situation, or like the happiness is kind of triggering something negative, this is perhaps what's going on. It's the closeness and the commitment. It's not that they don't want it, but that they're feeling this old wound, or the wound that you created. Either way, this is or has triggered them, and you know, they're feeling quite you know, it's making them feel quite vulnerable. But the point here with them is that the only way is up from this. You know, they've hit rock bottom. Maybe have that conversation. Maybe, you know, try and help them to open up a little bit. But there's no doubt that they do love you. They do see you in a really favourable way. So they feel great about you, but they do have this kind of issue. But I do feel like this energy will trump that, and they will finally get over this. And it is cathartic to having to feel this, because it is a completion card. It is the Ten of Swords. So if you see, the new day is dawning on the horizon here. So, you know, the worst is over with this. It's just that, you know, that pain was still kind of hanging around in the background, and it just needs to be dealt with before this choice to move towards this new love can, or this next stage in love can take place. So much love to you guys. See you on tomorrow's reading, or on a private reading in the meantime.